Greetings. So, real quick, I want to point something out, and just to clear the air, I'm not a Trump supporter. Even though after hearing this, you might, some people would assume that I was, or I'm not right wing. I'm definitely awake. But what I want to say is, right now, there's a big attack on independent media, attack on your guns, and I hear attack on Russia, basically, Russia, 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 Russia. And what these things are basically is not only a distraction, but taking away our guns, attempting to limiting piece by piece, smaller, making them smaller and smaller, going after independent media, whether on the far left or far right. What it is the establishment preparing for war. They know that revolution is just a stone throw away. Because once you're awake, it's really hard to go back asleep. You may not focus on it anymore because it doesn't really pay to right now, but you're always going to be awake. And so they want to stop the critical mass from waking up, because once that happens, once so many awake people have infiltrated the traditional protectors of them, the guards, the police, military, whatever, then when it kicks off, there's a good chance that those factions of the government will side with us, or if it kicked off. And therefore, they would be powerless and be stripped of everything. Sort of like what happens under a communist revolution, which is a massive reason why we have been taught from cradle to the grave to fear and hate Marxism, communism, even though we don't really know what it is. We think we do, but if ask someone that is a Marxist, I would say a professor, but even a lot of professors don't know that it's a critique. It's not like some big inhumane system. It's a critique of capitalism, and it's okay. You know what? You don't want to have any self-reflection ever. You don't want to have any sort of criticism. I mean, come on, these two things balance themselves out. They should. But again, the people at the very top, they don't want balance because they like keeping everything unbalanced in their favor. Well, there you go. Take care. Have a good night.